Hey everyone, Shawn, Sav and Mu. We're here at your service. We're going to show you ball above, ball below feet today. The benefits to practicing this is off the charts. You're going to see why you don't have to make any compensations for direction when you're in balance and swinging towards the target. So we're going to show you the fine-tuning secrets for that. You won't believe the difference in your technique after we're done. It's going to be a great episode. But before we begin, we would love for you to be a part of our family at Wisdom in Golf. So please subscribe to the channel.
Give us a thumbs up, leave a comment down below.
And please make sure you hit the bell.
Hit the bell, baby. All right. See you in there. We're going to go straight into teaching mode on this one.
Yeah.
We have our face-on camera for those of you who are on premium. Wait till you see what we're doing, especially with the drone and the GoPro is just amazing, right? Yeah. And don't worry, after every, we're going to show you some shots to prove what I told you about direction. Mm-hmm. You'll see we were able to work the Rapsodo onto all these lies. It's going to work out just great. Now, here's how it works, Sav. Number one, to get in balance throughout the swing, you're going to do your perpetual motion drill, okay? So show me perpetual motion, swing back and through without stopping. And as you're doing that, where do you feel the weight on your feet right now? It should be kind of forward on the arches of your feet.
Yeah.
And
like in the front part of my foot.
Exactly. So that's the buffer zone, is the arches of your feet. And you should feel like all the spikes in your shoes are very nice and secure to the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and coming up to the ball. So the question I have for you is, and since we're hitting draw, you're starting it to the left edge of that intermediate point, right?
Yeah.
And it's supposed to go to the right for you on this shot. That would only happen if you lost your balance backwards and you had to rake the ball towards you.
Okay.
So, but if you stay in beautiful balance that way, so here's the prediction. If you throw the club in this direction, do you feel like you're going to be able to stay in balance all the way to your finish?
Yeah.
All right, let's see it. Wow, great shot. That was smoked, Sav.
Yeah, that was solid.
Let's try one more. So you really felt the speed was well past the ball, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Look at you go.
Holy
that was
crap.
Hammered. Beautiful shot, Sav. So you noticed that even though the ball's a bit below your feet, the ball is starting right on the line that you want. Now, it's the same when you're drawing the ball, right? This is really important. So you would have the ball slightly back of center, just like a normal stance. There's no change in ball position for this.
Yeah.
And you're delivering to the left of that intermediate point.
Yeah.
Mu, come on over.
All right.
So you just saw what we did with Sav?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay. Okay.
Not bad.
Not bad.
So what's really good, another big bonus for those of you who have a tendency to slice the ball,
Yeah.
is this simulates a little bit more around the body swing.
Yeah.
If you come over the top on this, it's disastrous, right?
Yeah.
So when you're swinging around and out in that direction,
Yeah.
so what you're looking for is that beautiful release. We know what that feels like, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So there you go.
There it
Nice
is.
shot.
This is what happens usually on the course if I'm on a lie like this. could get a little.
That's it.
Sputter.
See that arc stay to the left of the intermediate point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you advanced. Now, one last thing here.
Yeah.
Take your setup.
Okay.
Don't move. That's where you need to be. Look. So when you force your hands too far forward, you get too close to the ball. Look at it now.
Oh.
Back up. There you go. Now go.
All right. There it is. So I was too close to the ball.
Now there is important wisdom, okay?
Yeah.
So did you hear the choir singing?
Yeah, that was through and through the ball.
Right?
Perfectly, yeah.
So when, for those of you who get to a strong grip, sometimes you have a tendency to have the hands too far ahead.
Yeah.
And when the hands are too far ahead, that affects
Oh.
of the way that you're swinging, right?
That makes a lot of sense, yeah.
So it's artificially too far ahead and you're artificially too close to the ball when you do that.
Yeah, yeah.
So you notice the difference that it made.
It felt a little uncomfortable at first, but that made sense once I
Exactly.
readjusted.
Notice how you flushed that one?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, this is going
Right.
to track nicely through.
So that's when you get in the shanky trouble,
yeah.
right? When his hands get a little too far in front of the ball.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that stems from those hands being too far ahead.
Yeah, like that. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, because it's over here. Right?
So yeah, so that would be way too far forward, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so do a practice swing here.
Okay.
Get those hands back into.
Yeah.
Yes, there we go. Do you see where that passed?
Yeah, it skipped nicely.
So hang on, let's make a little. See that?
Yeah, so I have to.
There you go. All right, now we can go. Hey, look at that.
That's crazy.
Nice.
This is going to be cool.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
So that takes care of ball above the feet.
Yeah.
So let's look at ball below the feet.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So arches, front portion of the arches, ball slightly back of center. I want to feel balanced. So I'm feeling a little taller than, feels more like a driver setup with my 7-iron. So now nice unstoppable momentum, right edge of that intermediate point. And look at that. Started beautifully in that direction. No issues there. And you'll see the fade portion. It is absolutely possible to hit a fade in this situation. So I'm staying nicely balanced, swinging to the left of the intermediate point, ball slightly forward to center. Look at that. Just held it perfectly against the wind, and that was bombed. When the ball is below the feet, we talked about the arches before with Sav. So the weight now is going to be more towards the back of the arches of the feet. And again, the arches, or every spike in your shoes, is secure to the ground. We do a little perpetual motion. So you'll notice now, look at how close my hands are to the body here versus now I'm on the forward part of my arches. Notice how my hands are a lot further away from the body in this situation here. So the distance between you and the ball changes dramatically, and that's why you need that perpetual motion drill to settle everything in. And you're going to feel like the swing is a lot more upright, ball below the feet versus ball above the feet. So for those of you who struggle with the wedges, but you do really well with the driver, I know you know who I'm talking about. I know a lot of you are saying, Wish that was my problem. Then, you know, practicing with ball below the feet is going to help you a lot with your wedges. And for those of you who have a tendency to do really well with the shorter clubs and then you struggle when you get to the longer clubs, then you want to practice with the ball above the feet for the opposite effect, okay? So I'm doing perpetual motion. Now here, to stay in balance, notice how my back foot is staying on the ground at the back of the arch. This will force my left side back and keep me in balance throughout the whole swing. And if I stay in balance throughout the whole swing, then the ball will not go to the right. So, gather, release
nice.
through, right foot stays on the ground. Got my little draw, and that is spot on right there. Started right edge and drew back. Yes, you can draw the ball very easily in a situation like this. Fading, of course, is more natural, but drawing is not, you know, out of the question at all. Unless you have a lie where it's really severely below your feet. But this is a pretty good grade here. Now, by the way, for those of you who want to make a box like this, real simple. You have a 2x8 on this side, and you have a 2x4 on this side, and I have a 5x5 mat from Real Feel Golf Mats. And the 5x5 is perfect because if you do 4x4, it's adequate, but you won't be able to hit your fairway woods on it. It gets a little short for that. You can typically go up to the hybrids, but after that you'll need some extra width. So this time around, the one we had in Richmond Hill was 4x4. We went 5x5, and this way you can practice your driver in this situation here, which is a lot of fun. So real simple, 2x4, 2x8, then put whatever you need, plywood on top of that. You can put a support rib underneath, and then just plop a 5x5 on top of that, and you're all set. Very, very simple. And every quarter turn you make, you have a perfectly new situation that you can practice, and it's really going to pay off as far as your swing and the circumstance. So when you get on the golf course in a circumstance like this, I absolutely I wish all golf courses had uneven lies all over the place, because, right, Sav, it literally forces you to adjust to the lie in the situation, and it makes the decision making for you. All right, so you guys ready?
Yeah.
Time for ball below for you guys. So now you did a bunch of shots ball above the feet.
Yeah.
You'll need to do a little perpetual motion to reacclimate yourself to ball below the feet. You're keeping the weight on the back of the arches.
Yeah.
Ball position, same. If you're doing draw versus fade, slightly back for the draw, slightly forward for the fade. So let's see you do that perpetual motion back and through. There it is. Can you see that nice scuff mark?
Yeah.
Set the club down on that line and scooch it down. You doing draw? Yeah. Okay. So, did you feel just a hair far from it?
Yeah.
So you'll notice that here's the tendency is to reach with your knees. So you don't want to reach with the knees, because then the brain's got to get back into here for dynamic balance, and then you actually pull yourself away from the ball.
Right.
So you feel like you can stay at the back of the arches throughout the swing?
Yeah.
Good. Wasn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Look at that draw right back. Fantastic.
Nice.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
I mean, that is right back on the line. So once again, if you're in balance and you're swinging through the ball, there's no compensations for direction required. I've seen so many people, I got to aim, as a lefty, I got to aim way right. And then they end up pulling the shot in trouble, right? And they go, well, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Well, no, if you stay in balance and you're all, and you stay in the direction through the ball and into the picture that you're swinging into, the ball's going to do what you want it to do in the first place.
Okay.
Hang on.
Huh.
Back up a bit. There we go. Now, if you want to do that and start there, that's fine. Keep it right there.
But it makes sense to do this way so that you can find.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
There it is, dude. Nice draw coming back. Almost made it back to the line there. That was really good. One more.
Okay. Okay. There it is.
Boom. Yeah.
That was the shot there.
That was a shot.
Yeah.
Very good. So now we're really fine tuning that distance to ball.
Yeah.
And you were able to stay beautifully flat footed throughout the whole shot.
Yeah.
And
This shoe's
nice
really
release.
good. Yeah.
Very good.
So let's look at that more closely. You'll notice as Mu gets to the top of the backswing, how balanced he is. And then when he's delivering towards the target, keeping that left foot down on the ground. See how it clears his right side out of the way? That kinetic chain is intact. And look at the lag coming through there and how low he stays along the ground through impact. And how that left leg staying down releases, anchors that release all the way to the finish. This split screen is found regularly on our premium channel, as well as drone and GoPro views, which are invaluable.
So that takes care of ball below feet, ball above feet. Stay tuned for next week, where we're going to show you downhill and uphill, and that'll round out the whole ball of wax for us. All the best. See you soon.